Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the balls run through the tee, they are in for a show. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Vols will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kane. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Off the play fake on first down. Looking for an open area to his left. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
All right, well, if you're the quarterback, you know at this point, this is one of those days that I'm going to have to just strap it up. I'll probably be in a nice bath when the game is over because I'm getting hit a lot early in the first quarter. My accuracy and my timing is going to have to be at a premium.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Snags it down the right side. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Looking to move it through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
You just want to find a way to affect the QB, and the defense does a great job getting to the quarterback, hitting him as he throws the football. Not only does it make that throw bad, in the future now, the quarterbacks take
throws toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Looking to scramble. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Getting some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he drops to throw. Unleashes one deep. And it's picked off at the goal line. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. From the shotgun, the inside give. Found a little space. He'll pick up 6 of the 14 as they have room to operate. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to the ground. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Tempo and overdrive. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. He lets one fly deep. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring. And you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
And he tacks on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Strikes the blow. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win.
Running toward the tape. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. DB's right up on the receivers. To the air on first down. Trying to get, he'll take a shot. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Oh, and that's a missed opportunity for the offense. You get the matchup you want, you take the shot, the play's there to be made for a touchdown, and he drops it.
Offense gets set for second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Auburn!
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got to step on him. He got to step on him, and the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Leaves it with the running back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Just feeds the running back. Nifty little dance step. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. And the Volunteers in the hurry-up.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over.
And it's caught inside the 25. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
That's so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
And the Vols with the 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the tailback. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the first down. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown ball!
Yeah, and this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They march 79 yards on the drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kane. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He'll do it himself. Across the 25, he's got room. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain.
Tennessee, 14, Auburn, 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Complete to the right. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
Throws to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but keyword being after the catch.
They keep attacking through the air. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. And the senior just took that away.
Interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're...
He's got it down the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion. A terrific throw that time, and when you play quarterback here, there's a pretty rich legacy to try to live up to.
And just finding that guy that just makes it look easy. I think the Vols fans will really appreciate that when a guy that can push it down the field, make the right decisions consistently, be smart at that quarterback spot.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, too.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Hands it off. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He fires it out to the right. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Vols will hustle to the line. Tries again to get it in. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, 2nd and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. 3rd and short, I still got 4th down as well. So don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play it.
Touchdown, Volunteers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Cincinnati pulled out a win today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those Bearcat players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Turns it loose deep. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
Off the RPO, complete. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Fires into the end zone. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on second down. Lets it fly. Reels it into the end zone. Touchdown ball.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let...
Hit the afterburners, kid. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He'll come out throwing on first down. That's caught. It's Kane. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He's looking to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
You just need to have more efficiency in the passing game. This guy completed exactly 50% of his throws the last game. Now, not good enough. And he's below that number in this game. Still not good enough.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll let it go down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
It's fourth down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. First down for this offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to take the top off. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. He'll start this drive firing. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tennessee. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
Man, no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. and get set, first down. He's looking to throw it. Using his feet to buy time. He chucks one out to the right. It's complete. A huge pickup. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
Wants to throw on first down. And they get the sack just like that.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
On second down, he'll let it fly. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Cobb, able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just about a half minute to play in the first half. It's 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Coming at, fires one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you've got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he makes the catch inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they did tack on the extra point. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Staley. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll open the second half with a run. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13th. The Volunteers are in the hurry-up. Quarterback checking off. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Feeling some heat. He'll pull it down. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
This guy's seriously not going to go for it this close to his own end zone. I mean, he does have a punter, doesn't he? On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the catch, he's got enough. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 35. And the Vols are on the move.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown Vols! And the pummeling has started.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Houston is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by 9 to Kansas State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. He's going to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Makes his man miss. Oh, it's loose. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And this QB's got to find his rhythm. Like he's out of sorts right now. He's out of sync. The ball's not coming out on time. The ball's not in rhythm. Receivers and quarterbacks and tight ends got to get on the same page, man. This offense has got to get something going positive because they've just been struggling through the air.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
How good have they recruited in the secondary defensively, right? We've seen guys flying around with speed. They're breaking on the ball. They've gotten hands, multiple interceptions in this game. They almost got another one right there.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jet. He'll take the deep shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him, and the defense finally came up with a play.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The ball's headed quickly to the line. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
The Volunteers are on the move. The pull and throw off the RPO. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Sometimes you'll hear guys derisively say, well, he just piles up numbers. When the number gets close to 450, that's worth doing.
And that's why they throw it as much as they do, because they've got a difference maker playing the quarterback position. He gives them a chance to be explosive and light up the scoreboard.
He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Man, this dude's thrown by 200, thrown by 300, and now thrown by 400. Almost 450 yards in the ball game. This dude has been on point.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the beatdown has ensued.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They march 72 yards, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. quick handoff. Fights off a defender. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Gonna run it. It's Cobb. They bring him down, and he's gonna lose a yard on that one.
The coaching staff defensively, they harp on this unit to be more physical, to fly to the football and gang tackle. You're seeing all of that in this game. That's why they're one of the best run defenses in the nation.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll fire to his right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Get it out on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Power football with the run. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Ringo!
Looking to pass inside the red zone. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up.
Tennessee, 63. Auburn, 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion.
A shot toward the end zone. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. He's going for a big play downfield. Snags it on the right. All kinds of running room. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line.
Touchdown, Volunteers! And the route is on. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Kane. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Scanning the field, it's Iam Aliava. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Nice move to keep running. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Got his man. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
Looking for a crease. It's Cobb. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Running to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner goes down.
Volunteers will take over 1st and 10.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receiver...
And the pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they've gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for once.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UCF has the lead right now, but this night's crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside the bounce house. They're up by 11 over Boston College. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because
makes the catch down the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. He's not afraid to go deep. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense is sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do.
He lobs one high down the left side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Keep it on the ground. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football. They want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be...
He uncorks one deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. On the move, he fires. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he'll be run out of bounds. And these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. They'll throw it on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll take another shot here. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. And the Volunteers moving quickly to the line. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He caught it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out and find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now.